So for Indian students, they started another school wherein only Indians should learn. In that school, the Indians were getting the education as per the British mentality, British intelligence, as per the British norms, as per the British tradition, as per the English tradition. And by this ambition only, after 1830, British started English medium schools in India, so that peoples in India should learn how to live like Britishers, how to how to live like England peoples. They used to remove the tradition which we were having from in past from past in Indians. So this was all the impact of the education. Like this, the new thinking and cultural perception that emerged due to the British education systems created a new generation of Indians with progressive attitudes. Now, what was the constitutional development? Along with the British administration, problems also grew in India. In order to solve that problems, reformation in administration became important. All these reformations needed to address the demands of Indians to British. The British attempted to create different rules in the form of law and tried to implement them. These kinds of laws helped the evolution of constitution in India. We shall study this impact in brief. What happened? Uh, along with British rule, there were some of other problems emerging in India. There were many problems emerging in India. There were many problems coming in front in India regarding administration. Okay, regarding the British rule, and these reformations needed address the demands of Indians. Okay, Indians were having some other demands, some or other their ambitions. The British attempted to create different rules in the form of law to retaliate the Indians and to solve the problems created. British started some laws. British created some laws and this implemented on them. Let us study the brief regarding that laws. What were that laws? First law was Regulating Act India 1773. After the implementation of Dimani rights in 1765, okay, Regulating Act 1773. As we know that East India Company was not only a traditional company in India, but also it had become a political company in India. It had entered in a political empowerment in India. Okay, and as we know, as we have learned earlier in our earlier videos that British rule Britishers were only allowing East India Company to trade in India. It was a monopoly given by Britishers to East India Company. Okay, given by British government to East India Company that in India no other company except East India Company can trade. Only East India Company can trade in India, except other no other company can trade in India. And because of this monopoly, East India Company was paying 4 lakh pounds to British government per year, every year. Okay, we have discussed in all details in our Rudwari system and Maharwari system, etc., and Zamindari system. So after 1768, okay, East India Company was not in that condition to pay the tax to government. East India Company was completely in loss, in such a drastic loss that the situation was near to bankruptcy. So the East India Company has stopped the giving money to British government. British government thought that let us give them some time. They do not pay now. They can it is highly possible that they can pay in further in future in next year. So after as the time passed, East India Company went on going towards loss. So instead of giving 4,000 pounds as a tax to the British government, East India Company have borrowed 1 lakh pounds as a loan from British East India Company, so from British government. British government said East India Company is a very big company. It can handle the situation. So British government gave the loan of 1 lakh pounds to East India Company. But that so British after allocating the loan, or after sanctioning the loan, British government thought East India Company is a very good and very big company, and British government can have very much benefit from that. So government thought to review once again what all the process actually going on in the company. Why the company is unable to pay the benefit? Why the company is unable to pay the tax? What all is going in the company? To supervise that, okay, to review the working of East India Company, the British government started an regulating act. This was the reason of starting the regulating act of 1773. So before reading about regulating act 1773, let us learn, let us study why the East India Company became went in loss in so high quantity. Okay, why the East India Company was so deep in loss? Why East India Company was not in profit? So very first reason for loss and very first reason of loss and bankruptcy of East India Company was Bengal famine in 1766. Bengal famine means the tax which was East India Company was receiving from the zamindars and the farmers was completely based on agriculture, and agriculture is completely dependent on rain. And in Bengal famine, during Bengal famine period, there was no rain and no agriculture, so that the East India Company was unable to receive the taxes. This was the one reason. Second reason was, and not only the lack of agricultural production, uh, along with that, East India Company have increased the tax in so much that the people was not having anything to eat. Then how could they pay the taxes? One thing is that there was no rain, there was no monsoon. Because of that, there was no agriculture, and because of there was no agriculture, farmers and zamindars were unable to pay the tax. And along with that, East India Company have increased the tax so much that people was not having to eat. Then how could they pay the tax? This was the first reason of bankruptcy of East India Company. And because of the lack of monsoon, yeah, you should know that one third population of Bengal had died. One third population of Bengal died just because of hungriness due to the Bengal famine. Second main reason for the bankruptcy of East India Company was, the second and foremost reason of Bengal East India Company bankruptcy was First Anglo-Mysore War. The war between East India Company and the Hyder Ali of Mysore. This war was uh, this war was fighted for 3 years, from 1766 to 1769. Because of this war, East India Company went in loss. Because of this war, East India Company was facing very high financial crisis. Although from this war, East India Company didn't get any benefit, but there was so much high expenses because of the war that East India Company was going very down in financial crisis. This was the second main reason of East India Company bankruptcy. Second reason was the war between East India Company and Hyder Ali of Mysore. First Anglo-Mysore War.